Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. On this video, I want to focus on two areas of faithfulness, which is being faithful in the little and being faithful with what belongs to somebody else. You know, the Bible clearly says that if you're not faithful in the little, who would give you more? Who would give more to you? Who would give you more responsibility if you're not faithful with the little that you've been given? You know, sometimes we desire more. We want more responsibility. We want more blessings. We want more promotion. We want this, we want that. We want more. But sometimes we often forget that the key that unlocks more is faithfulness in the little. The key that actually opens the door to the more that you are praying for, to the more that you are seeking for, is how you actually handle the little. I've heard people say that, you know, if you give me $1 million, I'm going to do so much with it. You know, I have so many things I'm going to do with $1 million. If God can just bless me with $1 million, I'm going to change this planet. I'm going to turn things around. Even though 1 million is a lot of money, $1 million is a lot of money that can do so much. But let me say this to you. If you're not faithful with the $1, with the $10, with the $100, with the $1,000 that you have right now, guess what? You will not be faithful with $1 million. You will not. Because the faithfulness is not about how big that thing is. It's about what you do with what you have. So if where you are right now, you have $1, you have $10, you have $100, you have $1,000, and you're mismanaging it, and you're not being productive with it, and you're not being resourceful with it, and you're not really doing so much with it, guess what? You will never get that $1 million. Even if by chance you win the lottery or somebody gave you $1 million, you wouldn't know what to do with it. You will blow it. You will just really go through it, and you will be wondering, where is my $1 million? Because you've not learned how to manage the little. You've not learned how to manage the small thing that you were given. Now the more has come, which is very rare in most cases, but let's assume that this $1 million showed up. You wouldn't know what to do with it. It's how you manage the little that God has given you. So while you're praying for more, why don't you pray for the grace and the ability to be resourceful with the little that God has given you? Because in there is more. When you can be trusted with little, when you've displayed faithfulness with a little, when you've displayed good stewardship with the little that you've been given, then now you can be trusted with more. The parable of the talent is a great example. The master gave 5 talents to one, he gave 2 talents to the other, and he gave 1 talent to the other servant. And the Bible said he gave them according to their abilities. The one with 5 went and did something with the 5. He went into business and was able to make 5 more. The one with 2 was able to make 2 more. The one with 1, he say, you know what, I'm just going to bury what I got. And I'm not going to do anything with it because my master is wicked, is this and that. So when the master came back, he said, you know what, come and give me a report of what you've done with what I've given you. So the one with 5 came back and said, you know what, master, I did business, I was productive, I was busy, and I was able to make 5 talents more. He said, yeah, well done, good and faithful servant. The one with 2 came forward and said, you know what, I did something with what you've given me and I made 2 more. He said, oh, you've done great, well done, good and faithful servant. And the one with 1 came forward and came up with excuses of why he didn't do what he was supposed to do, why he didn't do anything with his 1 talent. But guess what happened? The master said, take that 1 talent from him and give it to the guy who has 10. Which means the guy who has 10 originally had 5. He had proven that he can be trusted. He had proven that he can multiply 5 and make 5 more and then have 10. So the master said, take that which belongs to that servant, that 1 talent, and give it to the guy that has 10 talents. And now the guy has more responsibility because he has shown that he can be trusted with a little. So the question I have for you is, what are you doing with the little that you've been given? And the second area of faithfulness that I want to focus on is being faithful with what belongs to someone else. You know, we all desire to have our own thing. Maybe you're believing God for your own business, for your own house, for your own car. You're believing God for your own thing, your own vision. Maybe God is giving you this vision and, you know, you can't wait to start walking in it and walking towards it. And God is saying in Luke chapter 16, verse 10, he said, if you're not faithful with what belongs to someone else, who is going to give you yours? Which means what qualifies you for having your thing is how you're treating somebody else's stuff today. I know the job you're working on right now is not your ideal job. I know you are more educated. I know you feel like you're more qualified. You deserve better role. You deserve better position at work. You deserve better pay. You deserve that pay rise. I get it. But how you're trading where you are right now, that job that you have, how you're trading that company right now, how you're trading that business that belongs to someone else, it's an indication of how you're going to treat yours. It's an indication of, are you ready to even have your own thing? Because guess what? If you cannot treat what belongs to somebody else with faithfulness, with grit, with integrity, with honesty, with all your heart, then who is going to give you yours? So that scripture was saying that don't even think about having your own stuff until you've learned to treat other stuff right. So no matter where you are right now, maybe you're working on somebody else's job, maybe you're working at somebody else's company, or you're serving somebody else's vision, or maybe you're actually renting, you don't have your own house yet. How are you treating what belongs to other people? How are you treating it? How are you treating it? Because what you're doing right now is exactly what you would do with yours when you eventually get it. And the other thing I want to say to that is, there is time for sowing seed and there is a time for reaping the harvest. Everything we do, we're sowing seed. We're sowing seed. We're putting the seed in the ground. So you may not see the results of what you do right now, but eventually it will show up. So tomorrow when you have your own company and then you have employees that report to you, how do you want them to look after your company? How do you want them to treat their job when you're not there? Would you want them to do with all their heart, to serve with faithfulness, with integrity, with honesty? Because if that's what you desire, then you better be doing that to somebody else's business right now. You better be doing that to someone else's job right now, someone else's company, to someone else's house, whatever it is right now. Is how are you trading what belongs to other people? That's an indication if you are qualified to have your own. So why don't you try to be faithful in these two areas? Be faithful in the little that God has given you, and also be faithful with what belongs to other people, with their success, with their company, with their business, with the opportunity that they've given to you. Be faithful with it. While you're believing God for your own thing, while you're believing God for a better job, while you're believing God for that prospect to come through, be faithful where you are with what you've been given. I really do hope this encouraged you. If it has, please remember to share with somebody, and also remember to subscribe to this channel. And I will see you on my next video. Take care.